protests everywhere, lots of protests enveloping the political scene, not just in Nigeria, but also in other African countries. I told you we are dedicated to bringing you updates around not just Nigeria, but other parts of the world. My name is Angelo. This is Nation's Voice Tower. Thanks for joining us. There has been an outbreak, a very quick report reaching our table shows that there has been a violent a protest that has erupted in Mozambique, Maputo to be precise, over election results, as opposition supporters have begun to lit bonfires on streets during violent clashes with the police. All right. Now, this clash is very controversial because there are aggrieved parties to the fact that election results weren't really favorable, and it was really very glaring and crystal clear that it was a sort of show, a high show where there were lots of electoral misconduct and rigging, just like the one we had on February 25th in Nigeria. Now, this particular update goes further to give difference between the people of Mozambique and those in Nigeria, right? Now, in Maputo yesterday, police tried to suppress violent protests in Mozambique on Friday as opposition supporters took to the streets to decry the results of local elections earlier this month, which they thought and they say were rigged. 9 civilians and 1 police officer were reportedly injured in protests in the city of Nampula on Friday, a police spokesperson told reporters. The police arrested 70 people, including 60 in Nampula and others in capital city of Maputo. Other cities were Nacala and Quelimane, respectively. Mozambique's Public Integrity Center, an independent non-profit entity, said 1 man was confirmed dead in Nacala and 2 people were shot by the police in Nampula. 1 police officer was reportedly killed by mobs in the city of Nampula, according to the reports. Mozambique police was obliged to go out to the streets across the country and use force to quell violent protests. Police spokesperson one Mr. Orlando Mudumane said in a statement. The Mozambique police, however, under the law, will use all available and proportionate means to suppress this violence, he said. He did not take questions or mention any deaths. Demonstrations started shortly after the October 11th municipal elections as results trickled in. The ruling party, Frelimo, or Frelimo, was declared the winner in 64 out of 65 municipalities and has denied fraud whatsoever. The main opposition party, Renamo, said it would go to the Constitutional Court to challenge the results. All right, this is just like a playback of what conspired starting from the 25th day of February 2023 after the presidential elections in Nigeria. It extended further to what took place on the 3rd day of March 2023 during the coalition process, when there were very controversial results that emerged without results being computed from 18,000 polling units, or 18,000 polling unit results not being uploaded to the IRF according to the results that were presented by the Independent National Electoral Commission. There was no winner whatsoever until lots of coalition processes were concluded. But here is another case in Maputo, Mozambique, far away. This particular occurrence sounds like a deja vu trying to reoccur in the same political era in Africa. All right, but it has been taken by storm by the people of Mozambique. They have taken to the streets to protest. You have seen the video already, and I think from the people of Mozambique, more is coming. But we are not actually advocating for any sort of violence, because the police have already swung into action, going by operations that are already posing threats to people's life. All right. So we urge the people of Mozambique to take this gradually. Aggrieved persons should go to the court. Maybe, just maybe, their own judiciary system is quite different from that in Nigeria. So we can't actually conclude at this point. But all said and done, aggrieved parties should go to the courts. Yes, Nigeria shouldn't actually pose a sort of skeletal, let me say, template to other African countries when it comes to the judicial system. Because as far as I'm concerned, the judiciary in Nigeria is rotten and not competent to serve as an electoral umpire the way we have made it seem. But I will reiterate, for record's sake, that the judiciary should not be the final umpire in electoral matters. That is all I have to say on that update. Now, secondly, I would love to throw more light on the issue of the judiciary coming in electoral matters. Not because this is stipulated in the Electoral Act, but this is also stipulated in the Constitution. Of course, we've heard it countless times, all right? To that effect, I told you I waited for so long for the reactions of lots of people, respected wigs in the NBA, respected people in the NJC, and respected politicians, all right? I called names like Michael Ondoaka, who was the former Attorney General of the Federation. I called names like Olisa Bakoba, who was the former president of the Nigerian Bar Association. I also called names like Femi Falana, senior advocate of Nigeria, who is a human rights activist and is known for delving into electoral matters, and he is also an electoral guru, law on the platform of law. All right. So to that effect, I have a report telling us that of course, showing that Femi Falana has finally reacted to the Supreme Court judgment that validated the election of Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Femi Falana, senior advocate of Nigeria, in this video was of the opinion that the judiciary shouldn't determine the results of elections. Maybe he actually smelt a rat but couldn't talk, or maybe his voice was suppressed due to involvement in one or two occurrences. Please hear more from Femi Falana, because I think from his own point of view, there are lots to see other than meets the eye. Stay tuned.
Give us your own view as a senior lawyer, someone who has monitored, studied, understood our electoral jurisprudence. What do you make of the Supreme Court judgment, the outcome, the affirmation of Bola Tinubu's election?
Well, no doubt the judgment of the Supreme Court ascended the electoral contestation as far as the presidential election conducted in February this year is concerned. But for sure, it is not a judicial endorsement of the conduct of the election by INEC. And what I mean is that even with the judgment, it is very clear that Nigeria has a long way to go in terms of ensuring that credible elections are conducted, elections that will be devoid of acrimony, elections that all of us will be proud of. But we're still a long way from there, even with the judgment. I mean, again, as I said, yes, for now, the presidential election is concluded. It should have been concluded in February, but it had just been concluded by the Supreme Court. And it shouldn't be so. The judiciary should not determine the winners of election. Judges are not suited to determine the winners of election. That is a job that is exclusively reserved for INEC if things are done properly. And that is why we must put an end to the shame that has become our law in terms of conducting elections. Because we must all realize at all times that this country, Nigeria, is the largest concentration of black people on earth. And we therefore have a greater responsibility to put our house in order so that black people will not be insulted all over the world. And it doesn't take so much to conduct good elections if members of the political class are honest and dedicated to the conduct of transparent election. But that is not there. And what has worsened the case is the culture of impunity. All those who were arrested for mismanaging the last elections, thugs, including those who were armed, those who were caught with thousands of dollars or naira or millions of naira, have been let off the hook. And so it's business as usual. We are simply waiting for the next election. Once the gubernatorial elections and legislative elections.
Okay, Femi Falana there on that one. And I would love to categorically state here that these lawyers have their ways of driving points, okay? They have their ways of driving points home, all right? So I wouldn't really hold them accountable for lots of things they say, because as far as I'm concerned, someone who is a lawyer can stand for something different as long as he's being paid to defend, all right? Though, notwithstanding, there are few of them who actually go for justice and they go for equity, all right? Hence, the reason why it is said in law that whoever should seek for justice should come, you know, with clean hands, or whoever should seek for equity should come with clean hands, and that is how it is being done, all right? So, to that effect, I would love not just to applaud Femi Falana for coming out to give us an obscure sort of point of view from the whole tribunal and Supreme Court judgment, but to actually make ambiguous statements that will give us cause to worry and will give us reason to think about where he stands. That is just a lawyer's point of view, and that is how it should be, because he has actually soiled his hands in, you know, communing with the people in question who have finally hijacked the democracy in the country. Hence the reason why he can't say more than he just did. All right. Finally, before I bring my last update, I would love to urge you to like our videos, share them. Please don't forget to drop a comment for us in the comment section. And then if you're watching me for the first time, make sure you watch till the end. If you have been watching me, watch till the end and tap the subscribe button too. So you would always have a grip on our information. Wouldn't you love that? Then I would love to urge you to do one more thing. Tap the notification bell. You know why? So that when I drop an update, you will be amongst the first group of people to be notified. Wouldn't you love that? These things you do for us are actually the pros and cons of YouTube, and they do make us go viral and they make us feel relevant so as to serve you better. Finally, a video has gone viral, a video footage has gone viral that has former Minister of Transport Rotimi Amechi and former Governor of Rivers State. In his words, he says, Nigerians don't react to anything. According to Rotimi Amechi, what was he trying to say? Rotimi Amechi in this video was reacting finally to the book launch, or the content of the book that was launched by one of his workers while he was in the ministry, while he served under the President Muhammadu Buhari's administration. Aside from reacting to claims in that particular publication about his own character as a boss in the ministry, Chibuike Amechi had to go further to speak on the subsequent issues surrounding the certificate forgery of Bola Ahmed Tinubu, the Chicago State University saga involving Atiku Abubakar and Bola Ahmed Tinubu. I think, if you ask me, his opinion was funny but true. His opinion was funny but true. Nigerians don't react to anything. Yes, Nigerians just speak. You speak online, you speak offline, you make different comments, but we react to nothing. And I'm forced to categorically believe what Rotimi Amechi is saying. Without much ado, please watch this video where he really revealed lots of secrets. Not just secrets that are known to you and I, but secrets that are not even known to the Nigerian political space. Stay tuned. More details after the break.
The beginning is to say to you that Ikechuku, if some Nigerians were telling you that you shouldn't have given me opportunity to speak, tell them that so many television houses and individuals had approached me to speak on different issues since I left office, and I declined. Two reasons why did I decline? Two reasons. My publicist said don't speak, and I chose to obey my publicist, and he's very angry that I'm speaking today. He knows. Second reason, what is new to say? Nigerians don't react to anything. Has any politician told you that he's not a thief? Tell me one politician that has told you that he's not a thief. Tell me one. I don't know why you're guarding forgery, no forgery. What politician told you I didn't forge? Which politician told you he went to university? Which politician told you he served in NYSC? Which politician told you he has a certificate? Nigerians know and still vote for them. So what's your problem? No, tell me what's your problem? So I said, why should I speak when already there's nothing new? Okay, you observe Buhari's period. I will leave Port Harcourt 1 a.m. I arrive Abuja, leave Abuja 3 a.m. Somebody said they made Buhari. Did I say anything? I didn't say anything. It's not important. Nigerians choose who to believe and who not to believe. Nigerians choose who to vote and who not to vote. Even if you come to a Nigerian man's house and kill the mother, the father will continue his life. Nothing bothers you. Nothing. So why do I waste my time? Yes, that's the original. So give it to me. You see it? So that you won't say tomorrow he brought photocopies. But when we get there, that is when we're talking about Buhari's government. So there's nothing that our chairman said that is new. Absolutely not new. I've said this several times. I've taken so many risks. I've said too many things. The fight from Goodluck's government to Buhari's government, you all knew about it. My aircraft was seized. I was shot at. If I was killed, what will happen? Nothing. So you would die a useless life. So what did I choose? I chose to stay in my house quietly. Fortunately for me, I got admission to study in Nigerian law school. And rule number one is, like they told me if I came here, you are our property. You have no right to go anywhere unless we permit you. That's the rule in the Nigerian law school. So anybody who says, why have I not seen you? I'm a student of Nigerian law school. Until I graduate, I can't disobey them. So I chose not to speak again because there is nothing to say and because Nigerians will do absolutely nothing. If you say it's a lie, line up 10 Nigerians and shoot them tomorrow and nothing will happen. If you say it's a lie, in fact, the worst thing about Nigerians is that even when you claim you're not committing any crime and they pick you up tomorrow, we said it is a thief, Nigerians will join. They will chorus it and you go to prison for nothing. The greatest fear I have is being found in prison for nothing. And you can be found in prison for doing. So I don't want to repeat what I used to say before because you hold it against me. Those who are close to me know. We repeated yesterday. I will just only use one word. I won't use the rest. I say it's a hopeless situation. Is it a lie? So let's go a bit further. Let's go a bit further. You will be shocked that I won't talk about Buhari's government for two reasons. And I won't talk about President Tinubu's government. One reason why I won't talk about Buhari's government, I'm a participant. But they asked me that question yesterday. What moral reason do you have to criticize Buhari's government, having been part of it? That was the argument. I do, if I want to argue it. But, again, that was a huge debate amongst us. And we are all agreed I should say nothing about the government. So I now told them, if I will say nothing about Buhari's government, I will also say nothing about President Tinubu's government. Because you know the problem. Instead of Nigerians finding solutions to their problem, they are committing suicide. I'm praying for you every day that you should continue to commit suicide so that by the time I wake up one day, all of you have died. I can now reap the benefit of your death by taking those things. What other people resist, like in Ghana, as it's going on now, like in Kenya, is what Nigerians, no worry, not be 4 years. After 4 years, he will go. The man wins the second time, whether by magic or by crook or by reason. It's not only 8 years. No be good luck, no be good luck don't go so, no be why don't go so. He go soon go. Another person will come and repeat the same thing. You'll be saying that until the day God will come. For those of us who are.
Alright, welcome back if you're just joining us. This is still Nation Voice Tower, your most preferred YouTube channel. That was Rotimi Chibuike Amechi. Now let me take it from top, alright. When he kept mute about every information or about his reaction towards the ruling, first of all, of the tribunal, and then the subsequent ruling of the Supreme Court, which took place few days ago, Rotimi Amechi I think, dodged, or he decided to, give way to that part because he knows so much that he benefited from the APC, of which he is a member during the administration of President Muhammadu Buhari. And then he was supposed to benefit from the Bola Ahmed Tinubu's administration if he had supported Bola Ahmed Tinubu, if he hadn't run for presidency against Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Talking about the primaries in the APC. He lost to Bola Ahmed Tinubu. That means he actually harbored the ambition to be president of Nigeria, just like Asiwaju did. That brought the first part of enmity between himself, some political warheads in the APC, and Bola Ahmed Tinubu himself. Remember, during the election period, he visited his hometown to vote. During a short interview, he revealed that Professor Yakubu Mahmoud, who is the INEC chairman, worked under, I repeat, worked somewhere in Rivers State. You remember? And by that time, he was actually sent on recommendation from Bola Ahmed Tinubu, first of all, and he also worked under Nyesom Wike, all right? So, that makes it very differently. That makes it so obvious that there was reason to compromise the election results, all right? Remember that the recommendation that came for Professor Mahmoud Yakubu to work under the ministry in Rivers State then was from an APC politician, or was from the APC. So why wouldn't Professor Mahmoud Yakubu pay back that favor? All right, lots of secrets that Rotimi Amechi was open to. He dodged going for or making reactions on all this, with the purported issue or with the purported reason that he's actually admitted into the law school. But that doesn't stop you from talking, Rotimi Amechi. That is that. I wouldn't like to delve much on what he said, but I would love to expose here that Rotimi Chibuike Amechi is trying to be categorical because he may be expecting a sort of exonerating position or appointment from Bola Ahmed Tinubu anytime soon. Please mark this and watch it unfold gradually. Thank you so much for staying with us. See you next time. Bye.